Hi friends, welcome back. I'm Kathy. I wanted to do a short video. This might be a word for someone that is maybe there's someone in your life who makes you feel bad about Christmas. And that could mean a few different things. That could be a family member, it could be a friend, it could be a coworker, it could be your neighbor, an acquaintance, whoever it is. It could even be a stranger. So what I mean by that is depending on how you celebrate, and like, let's just say you celebrate Christmas on December 25th and do all the things, all the decorations, the tree, the ornaments, the presents, all that stuff, the lights, and someone, maybe family member, friend, whoever it is, tries to make you feel bad about, well, you're just part of the consumerism, you're celebrating a pagan holiday, you shouldn't be wasting your money on all these things, whatever it is. People will say whatever. And so my advice would be that, of course, you can celebrate however you want to celebrate. And as a Christian, we are celebrating Jesus's birth. So that could be on December 25th, which is what the world and those in charge have decided long ago, that corresponds to the winter solstice or whatever. That's when they decided. And I just celebrate, no, I'm celebrating Jesus's birth. So it could be March 20th, it could be July 1st, it could be August 17th, whatever it is. I don't care. Or December 25th, I'm just celebrating Jesus being born. Because if he wasn't born, he couldn't have done all the things that he did and then be crucified and risen from the dead to save us for eternity to live with him. So if you think about all of that, it's like, well, he had to be born sometime. And there's a lot of, if you want to research that further, there's a lot of information out there based on the stars and the historical viewpoints from the time of his birth and all that it's more around September is when he was actually born, like on our calendar. I guess it's the Gregorian calendar. But yeah, and there's plenty of videos and channels and websites and everything that break that down exactly, probably even to the exact day. But again, yeah. So yes, my advice would be, don't let someone be trying to make you feel bad. And if you feel comfortable to tell them, well, I'm celebrating Jesus. It's called Christ Mass, Christmas. It's not called something else. It's all for Jesus. So, if you feel comfortable, well, I'm celebrating Jesus on this day. And if you feel like, doing the tree and presents and even Santa, there's a lot of mixed feelings about Santa. And I grew up, we believed in Santa, me and my brother and I. And yeah, that's just how it was. And, kids have fun with that. And then there's, a whole bunch of argument against that. Like my husband, he was never in that group. His parents never went that route of Santa. They were straightforward from the beginning and didn't push that lie. And so he thinks it's weird that, gosh, and plus he's from a different country. So he just thinks it's bizarre how in America we really get into, of course, Christmas and then all of the Santa things and all that. But each person can do what they want to do. And So another side of that would be if someone's making you feel bad or trying to make you feel bad. It could be on the monetary side, which I've done other videos about this. I will link the one I just did down below, and maybe even the one I did a year ago, because it talks about some different things. And if you're struggling financially and you just don't have the funds this year to be buying all the presents and doing everything and going out to dinner and holiday parties, Christmas parties, whatever it is, it's okay to say that you can't make it, you're not doing presents this year, or let's just do some families, especially big families, it can even be small families, you can draw names. So instead of buying 10 presents for your immediate family, whatever, everyone draws a name and you buy one present. And it doesn't mean it has to be $300. It can be whatever. Everyone can have a price limit on it. And probably a lot of people in your same family are struggling with the money aspect right now too. Not everyone is, financially strapped right now, just with inflation, the economy, the price of groceries, everything that's going on. So yeah, I would suggest mentioning it and saying, hey, can we draw names? Or if people are adamant about, no, you need to, whatever, you can maybe go the route of doing homemade presents, gifts, little crafts, whatever it is. You can go to the Dollar Tree. You can just tell people, sorry, I don't have the funds this year to be buying all these gifts. And I had to do that many years in a row with when I was in college and even after college. And just depending on where you're at in life, sometimes you just don't have it. And if you have a family, kids, all that, maybe you've moved recently, maybe there's been job changes. Yeah, people don't always have it. So I would suggest, taking the pressure off yourself, just telling family members or even friends. I started doing that a long time ago. Like, we don't really need to exchange gifts. I mean, it's nice and everything, but then it's that added stress of like, oh gosh, now I excuse me, have to go get another thing, spend another X amount of dollars. And, you just see your bank account going down and down and down. And yeah, you could maybe have your friend meet up for coffee or something where it's maybe only $5 as opposed to 20 or 30 or whatever. And some friends, like I've had friends that just go crazy with gifts. I mean, they spend so much and it's like, oh my gosh, you did not need to do that. And, and don't feel like you have to give that amount back, even though pretty much everyone feels like that. But I've been there many times. It's like, sorry, I told you not to spend that much. And our price limit was this. And I've even had friends like, hey, let's meet up for coffee. Let's do that. Just have a nice, conversation, whatever. No gifts. And they still bring you a gift. Some people are like that. And that's just what they're going to do. I do have a friend that does that. And I just let her do that. She feels really good and just loves giving gifts. But I'm not gonna, I've already made it clear, for a few years now that, let's just spend, or go to lunch somewhere inexpensive, so there's other options like that. Don't let someone make you feel bad about, if you can't afford something, if you can't, if you can't go to 4 holiday parties, every weekend in December. I mean, I remember those days. It's like, no, it's okay to pass on those. And by the time January gets here, no one's even going to remember what happened and what was, yeah. So take the pressure off yourself. And so I wanted to touch on those couple things about if someone is making or trying to make you feel bad about your beliefs, your actions, what you do, what you don't do. It's like, sorry, that's just what I'm doing or what I'm not doing. So let me know down below if you are in that situation or if you need prayer because you are in one of those situations. You can also email me if you want it to be more private. And yeah, I'll definitely pray for anyone who needs it. And I know my viewers and the people who watch and read the comments that they will pray for you too. So yeah, if you need prayer for something, and it doesn't even have to be about this, and I'm a strong believer in the power of prayer. So I hope everyone's doing well. Hopefully that all makes sense. Maybe that's a word for someone that, you know, so-and-so, Aunt so-and-so makes me feel so bad every year, or whatever it is, or my brother, or my parent, or whatever. Yeah, it's okay to have boundaries, to keep your bank account intact and not be having buyer's remorse and holiday remorse when January comes, because you get your credit card statement or your bank statement that shows, oh my gosh, how did I even spend that much? Yeah, so hang in there, everyone. And it's okay to say no, definitely. I'm all about boundaries for your own wellness, your mental health, your well-being. People do so much better when they have boundaries and yeah, that they know what they can do or can't do. And don't let anyone try to make you feel bad. Okay, I will see everyone in the next video. Hope everyone's well, and God bless.